I'm Rikki Schlott with the New York Post, and today I'm here with Christopher Rim, who's the founder and CEO of Command Education, a New York City-based college consulting group. And today we're here to talk about application anxiety in the college admissions process. So tell me, how does this process impact the students that you work with?
A lot of students are stressed, mainly because of their classmates at school. Everyone's talking about it, especially during application season. They're hearing upperclassmen talking about who got in, how did they get in, what did they do, students who they didn't think were going to get in, getting into some of these schools. So there's a lot of confusion around the process, which really adds to the anxiety. You can do everything right and still not get in. And also, if you don't get into these schools, you also don't know why you didn't get in. And you'll never know. So I think that's what really contributes a lot of the anxiety throughout the process.
And what about anxiety among parents themselves?
Oh, so I would say, parents are probably more anxious about this process than most students. We actually had a parent who offered to buy out our entire service so that we wouldn't work with any other child. We rejected it because we already had a student. But yeah, I mean, parents will do anything they can in order to have a competitive advantage.
And so what would your advice be to parents on how they can best support their child through this process, giving them the best shot at college admissions without making them miserable for all of high school?
I really think the best piece of advice is going to be allow your child to do what he or she is genuinely interested in. We had a parent who came into my offices and told me that, and was completely crying. She was like, why isn't my son studying for the SAT or caring about his grades? Instead, he's doing something with crypto and NFTs. This was a few years ago. And it's I don't understand why he's selling these pictures, these NFT pictures. I don't even know what it was. And he should be studying. And I said, you know what? That's actually something he should continue doing. It's going to allow him to be unique. He's working incredibly hard. He's also making a lot of money. He's having an impact in this NFT community that he's a part of. So, that's really what I would say to parents. Allow your child to explore their interests, their passions, because that's going to come across as authentic through the application and different. You don't want to just study for the SAT. You don't want to just join Model UN or newspaper club or whatever it might be at school. Do something unique, because that's what gets you into these schools.
And what would your advice be to students themselves?
I would say don't compare yourself to your classmates. You'll never know what they've done outside of school or really in school. You don't know who's writing their letters of recommendation. You don't understand or really know what's going on behind the scenes. You could do everything right and still not get in. Or you could be just an average student with no necessary special hook or anything and still get into these schools. I've had a student with a C who got into Stanford. This student was overall a very great student. Extracurriculars, I would say top, but were they in the top 10% of extracurriculars I've seen? Absolutely not, but still got into Stanford.